Welcome back. This is episode number 5, I believe, of the Triumph Needs Help videos. And this will be the last one unless something else terrible happens to this poor machine. As you can see, I got most of it back together. It doesn't have mufflers, but that's something the owner can look after. I'll tell you what I got up to here this morning. The gas tank, I got the old motor oil out of that, and then I flushed it out with some used Varsol. A great use for used Varsol. Anyway, got the old motor oil out of that, and then I've flushed probably about a liter of fresh gasoline around in it, and dumped that right into the storage container for the Varsol. But then after that, I put about a half a gallon, maybe, of gasoline in it. Maybe not quite that much. Well, 2 liters which is about a half gallon now that I think about it. Anyways, yeah, I've sloshed that back and forth in there, and I dumped it out. I repeated that probably about 20 times. Every time I'd pour it out, I'd pour it into a really fine mesh strainer, and then check the strainer each time I poured it out. And when I was satisfied that there didn't seem to be any particulate matter left in it, then I got it ready to go on the tank. I put the new British-made petcocks on there, and these ones are a little more solid than the MGO ones, but there's nothing wrong with the MGO ones. I actually use them a lot. They have a nice little rubber sleeve in them that prevents them from leaking. So the good thing about that is leak prevention, but the only bad thing about it is if you let the fuel in the tank go rotten, it will eat away at the rubber and cause problems. But if you're doing your damn maintenance, the fuel won't go rotten. Get that old fuel out of there about every 6 months, put some fresh fuel with stabilizer in it, you won't have any of these troubles. And it's not hard to do. What's that take? Maybe 15 minutes to do that? Anyhow, yeah, I got this back on there, got her started up, and it seemed to be running good, but then I noticed that that angry little red oil light was on while the engine was running, and I said, well, geez, that's not good. So I had to look after that. That involved taking the cover off of the timing side again, taking the timing out again. Anyways, I got that all looked after. What happened was the check valve on the pressure side of the pump was not holding. It was just allowing fluid to pass back and forth. I'd already checked the pump and it was working then, but it must have got something underneath it. Anyway, I put a little gauge on the outlet side there where the sensor goes, and the gauge was way up over 30 psi with the engine just idling. So that took care of that problem, and the bike seems to be running nice now. I'll let you have a listen to her. Go. She seems to be running good, so it's time to call the owner, tell him to come pick the bike up. Anyways, if there's one lesson to be learned from this whole project is, for God's sake, if you own one of these old beauties, if you're lucky enough to own one, do your damn maintenance. I used to run a shop full time here. I'm just doing it as a retirement gig there now, but this type of work is what I used to hate the most, and it's because I had to wade through all this and fix up all these problems that other people created for themselves, and hence for me, right? So anyways, do your maintenance. If you don't know how to do your own repairs, then get a book, arm yourself with the literature, read from one end to the other, stay away from the internet. You're going to get a whole lot of bad advice, especially from guys like me. Anyways, if you enjoyed these 5 little videos, you can like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. There'll be more someday. Okay, bye-bye.